What's going on, YouTube? I'm E, and this is Simply Put Scents. So yes, guys, I've been tagged, and I'm it, and this is a tag video. So I was originally tagged by Max Forti in a worst fragrances reactions video, and recently my boy Brad from TripleInc, he tagged me in a video about fragrance horror stories. So since I figured my fragrance horror story is pretty much a fragrance reaction that was negative, I figured I'd just ball both tags into one tag for me and pretty much knock both out at once, since they're the same story, pretty much. Like, I would say that a couple of times I've cleared a train car or two in my lifetime. I'm sure I've not completely cleared them out, really, but you know, a couple of people have got up from sitting next to me on the train I was on and, you know, walked to the other side of the train. You know what? They have no taste. Screw them. But anyway. Yeah, so I had a really interesting experience. Back in the day, guys, I really loved L'Eau de Issy Pour Homme by Issey Miyake. Like, I would say this was a signature scent for a very long time for me. At a time when I really wasn't collecting fragrances. This was a fragrance that I was really on before I even knew a Fragrantica existed. Here it is. I'm a huge fan of the scent. I love the scent. I can't get enough of it. I get compliments all the time. I mean, L'Eau de Issy Pour Homme was a warm weather holy grail fragrance for me. No question. Now, the bottle that I had of Issey Miyake was a vintage version. This was before it was reformulated so that it could meet IFRA standards or whatever. So it was a beast. Fast forward a couple of years later, my bottle is on fumes. I have to re-up on L'Eau de Issy Pour Homme. It was a must. Problem though, it was reformulated and I had no clue. Went to the store, to Macy's, purchased the fragrance. I knew what it was going to be. So I didn't bother to test it at Macy's. I just bought the bottle, went home. I sprayed the bottle. I noticed something is different. It doesn't last that long. And there's just something interestingly different about the scent that I can't really place, that I can't really put my finger on. One summer night, I'm hanging out with friends, and one of my female friends said to me,
"You smell weird. Something smells really weird. What is that?"
So in my mind, I'm like,
yeah, right, whatever. She has to be playing with me because this fragrance is the
I didn't really pay her no mind. I didn't really focus on it or whatever. She goes,
"Oh, E, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to play you, brother, but that smells weird. Something about that is just funny."
Whatever. I do what I want.
She's crazy. This is crazy. This is the holy grail. What is she talking about? A couple of days later, thinking to myself, the scent doesn't last like it used to, reformulated version, mind you. Maybe the reason why my friend thought something was different about it or weird about it was just that it wasn't performing right. It wasn't, you wasn't getting the full effect of it. Again, I was very different in my mind space back then when it comes to fragrances. I was very ignorant when it came to fragrances back then. So I doused myself with this scent. Doused myself like just bucket loads of L'Eau de Issy on me. I had to spray myself at least 12 times. I go to the club. I'm thinking I'm the best smelling guy in the room. Hands down. Okay, so I'm at the bar. I'm waiting for the bartender to serve my drinks. And I just small talk this beautiful girl that was standing next to me. And I'm just like, you know, just talking, you know, like the music, blah, 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 who you here with. And she stopped me right in the middle of my sentence. And she says,
"No offense, babe, but you smell like cat pee."
Don't.
Yeah.
Bad kitty. Bad Mr. Kitty. Bad. Bad. Bad Bitch!
No offense, babe, but you smell like cat pee. I was just dumbfounded. I couldn't say nothing. I was just like, wow. She got her drinks and went to her friend's table, and all I could think to myself was, run before she points you out to her friends. Oh, so needless to say, I left that area. She could not find me for the rest of the night. Boom. I kicked Lil Dissy to the curb. And I did a video about it where I kind of referenced the story. I didn't even care when that girl once said you smelled like cat pee. I loved you anyway. And you used to be with me for hours and hours at a time. And now I can barely keep you around. My first episode of Kick to the Curb, I kind of talked about it. It was a very embarrassing experience. And honestly, I was extremely humbled because I swear I was walking up in there. I was feeling so good about myself. And she knocked me down a bunch of pegs. Like, oh boy. Yeah, guys, cat pee. I mean, that's one person's opinion, but I actually heard that after that. So, after hearing a couple of pee comments, I kind of retired Lil Dissy. But yeah, that's my fragrance nightmare story. And that's my worst fragrance reaction of all time. All in one video. I want to tag a couple other people, and I want to hear their fragrance nightmare stories. I'm going to hit up 2 reviewers. 1, Cascade Scents, you're it. Manny, do your thing. And number 2, my man Evan of Modern Scents, you're it. I wonder if you ever heard anybody call your fragrance cat pee with a straight face, but I'm sure your story will be just as crazy. So anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate your time. Let me know what you think about this. Has anyone ever told you you smell like pee from a cat or from any other animal? Anyone? Am I the only one? I'm curious. Let me know, guys, please. And what are your worst reactions? Like, what are your horror nightmare stories when it comes to fragrances that you've chosen to wear? Like, have you cleared out rooms before? Like, have you? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Comment down below, like this video if you appreciated it, and of course, subscribe to SimplyPut Scents if you haven't yet. I would be always grateful for your support, my friends. So yeah, with that, guys, I'm E, and this is SimplyPut Scents, and I'm Simply O-U-T. Peace. Green Irish Tweed is one of the most famous high-end scents ever created. But honestly, I would say in 1985, Green Irish Tweed put Creed on a map to the more mainstream consumer of fragrances. That was a big deal for the brand of Creed, and I think that catapulted a lot of other successes for the brand after it.